Good evening, Facebook family. Welcome to the Hour of Empower You. It's Motivated Monday. Already, we're back here again. Motivated Monday. Can you believe that? It's the 1st of May. What do they call this? May Day? May Day. For real. So much stuff is happening in the world today. But in any case, thank you for coming out and supporting me. Right now, Facebook is saying they're going forward and building my audience. So, you know, I always like to let them do what they do. That's part of what I'm going to be talking about today, because when they do it, they do a very good job of doing this, building your audience. And so I want to put you down on what that means. You know, when I say, you know, I want to let Facebook do what they do, I want to give you a better understanding of what that actually means for you and your business to allow Facebook to do that. And of course, I want to go over some other things that I want you to know. Today is a very big day for myself. It is, hey, how you doing? It is actually not only the first day of the month, but it is actually a launch day for me. I'm launching my marketing portal. I'll tell you all about it in just a couple of minutes. I wanted to thank you so much. I appreciate that. I wanted to, you know, give people time to come into the room, to stop by and sneak a peek or whatever it is, you know, that they do. You know, you do what you do, you know, and I do get it. And a lot of times people will come back. So I want to make certain that I give you some stuff that you can chew on. So let me go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Karen Wilkins. Well, Karen, you know, y'all all know me by Karen. And I am with KarenWilkins.com, EmpowerYou.com, MobileMarketingIncomeSystems.com. The three of them together form the world's largest, only, and first. I almost forgot. They form the world's largest, only, and first mobile marketing income system that's designed to help entrepreneurs, small business owners, and ministry leaders build their organizations exponentially, generate more revenue, get more exposure on social media, optimize their websites, and build a brand that's recognized around the world. I also represent Marketing Solutions Portal, which is the first portal of its kind designed to help business owners get all the tools at their fingertips that they could need or could ever want to build their organizations and build their businesses successfully without having to have a whole bunch of pages open, without having to go all over the world looking for the tools that is needed to build their business. Now, you know, if you're going to construct something, if you're going to build something, you need the right tools. You know, you can't build anything without the right tools. And so sometimes we don't even know we need certain things until we get to that point to need it, don't have it, and now we have to shut down, stop until we can locate it. Well, I didn't want that to continue to happen to other marketers. It had happened to me one time too many, and I wanted to help others by putting the tools all in one place. And when I say tools, I mean tools. Not only are you able to get websites and capture pages, lead pages, opt-in pages, you know, all those pages to generate leads, but you get the instructions, you get coaching, you get courses, you get training, you know, you get tools for video marketing, email marketing, mobile marketing, social media marketing. I mean, everything is there. And it's a portal because it's just not a website. You know, anybody could build a website, but it's a portal because there are websites connected to it, along with other portals connected to it, so that you can access everything, you know, right there in one place. So that's what that's about. So if you see one of the promos or the posts going around about it, just click on it. It's a 14-day free test drive. There's no obligations. You're just going inside, taking a look, make some suggestions, give me some feedback. I love to know what's on your mind, and if I can add one more thing to help someone else out, I'm willing to do that. There's no there's no limitations to what I will help someone with, as long as it's within my reach, within my, my universe, then I don't have a problem with it. If it'll help you, I'm down. So, with that being said, I am giving you a 14-day test drive. So, just go ahead and enter, please, and take a look around. Make use of the tools that are there. You can build a mobile app for free. You can create landing pages. You can create websites, blogs, everything. You know what I mean? Like, who does that? But that's what this portal is all about. So that's the end of my commercial. Okay. So now, today I want to discuss how to get a reach, how to get a long reach, how to get your content, your brand recognized around the world. And you often hear me say that that's part of what my mobile marketing system is all about, but that's not what I'm talking about today. I just want to give you some information on how you can get this reach that I be saying. A lot of times you see people on social media, like on Facebook, but you don't see them anywhere else. You'll see them on Instagram, but you don't see them anywhere else. Well, I'm going to show you or give you some ideas on how you can be seen everywhere at any given time, at any time of the day. You can be seen. All right, so let me get my trustees on while I start breaking this down to you. So the first thing you want to know how to do when you're looking to get reach is, one, you want to make certain you have all your social network accounts. Even if you're not over on Instagram posting images, you want to have an account over there. Okay, and I'm going to explain why in a minute. Twitter, you want a Twitter account. You want the accounts of I think it's 7 major social networks. It's YouTube, it's Facebook. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to put them in that order. And it's not in any particular order. Let me just preface that. Okay. It's Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn. I know I'm missing one. LinkedIn, Tumblr. Oh, how could I forget? Google. You have to have Google. Okay, so it's Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Google. 7 big ones. Okay, Tumblr and Snapchat. Well, they're growing, and you might want to have them, but those first 7 you gotta have. Okay, and here's why. Because when you're posting, you want to make certain that you're posting at least 3 times a day and no more than 5 times. Sometimes I see some of my friends even on Facebook, and they are going at it, like they are releasing those things one after another, and they'll get on a binge, and everything they see, they boom, 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 they posting. Then it's a lull for a few hours. Then, it's almost like, okay, they must have got tired. They must have took errand run. They might be having dinner or breakfast or lunch or whatever. And then, boom, 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 they back at it again. Well, you don't want to do that, because Facebook is not going to give you a large reach just because you're posting like that. As a matter of fact, that can pretty much limit your reach, because you're not posting in a fashion that people see. Facebook is all about the experience of the members. They're all about the membership experience, and they want people to get on Facebook and have a good time. They want it to be like a social party. Pretty much like Twitter over on Twitter. Twitter is a party. They are over there chit-chatting and high-fiving each other. You could just see them. It's almost like they're at the beach or something, and everybody is doing something and making up food and blah, 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 blah. And they chatting with their friends and, but it's constant, it's moving, and it's going fast. Well, Facebook doesn't want that type of experience, but they want it more like a sophisticated, classy dinner party where people are chatting with each other and they're, expressing themselves and everybody's getting to know each other and they're exchanging ideas and, they want something that's pretty and classy, but they do not want somebody that is going to hog up the conversation. Like they don't want someone that's every time they just posting. No, they don't want that. They want everyone to have interaction and engagement back and forth, so you want to post. You want to post stuff that people will be interested in. Whether it's your stuff or not, that doesn't matter. As a matter of fact, you should kind of mix that up a little bit. A little bit of yours and a little bit of someone else's. So people will see that you are the type of person that care about what other people think and their viewpoints. But you don't want to be too polarizing unless you're an entrepreneur. Okay, if you're an entrepreneur, you can be polarizing, but make certain that it's in your niche. Okay, but a regular person, you don't want to be too two things my parents always told me: do not get involved with in a public setting. Do not get involved with religious conversations. Okay, don't weigh in on whether one religion is better than the other in a public setting. Even if they're friends, if you're in a friend conversation, you kind of want to temper the water. You want to take the temperature, check the pulse, make certain it's not too, it's not too provocative. All right, but in Facebook. And also they said politics. You want to kind of stay away from politics. Okay, so on Facebook, you want to do that too. Unless you're trying to get a rise out of people. But if you're trying to start a business, not a cute look. If you're trying to get something going that is neutral and on a entrepreneur, not an entrepreneurial, but like a philanthropic level or one of those levels, charity, that kind of thing, stay away from religion or religious conversations and politics. Because just like with Beyonce last year when she mentioned something about those cops, people weighed in and she lost a lot of followers just behind her own opinion. Okay, so those type of things, it runs deep with people. So you want to stay away from that. I kind of lost my train of thought. But so when you are looking to get a reach, you want to post 3 to 5 times a day, not too much more than that. Okay, I mean, if you post 10 times a day, nobody's gonna shoot you, but you want to, on an average, stay between 3 and 5 postings a day, and they should be postings of value. A little humor, some inspiration, but for the most part, give someone inspiration, give someone upliftment, if that's a word, I don't know, but it's my word. Okay, you want to do that, and you definitely want to give people value. All right, so once you got that down pat, you got all your social media networks, you know what type of postings you're going to do, and you know that how many times a day you're going to post. Like you post once when you get after you do your activities in the morning, your personal development activities. And I'm speaking to the entrepreneurs out there right now. You guys know what I'm talking about. In the morning, after you freshen up, you want to definitely take care of your personal development. You want to make certain that your tasks are set for the day. And then you can get on social media and maybe answer your emails. but everything should be kind of like slotted. You don't go to work going, what am I going to do today? Your boss wouldn't go for that. So don't do that to yourself. Make certain that your days are kind of planned out. Okay, so with that being said, so now that you know what you're going to be doing, here's how you're going to get your reach. I'm there, finally. Okay, so, excuse me. Here's how you're going to get your reach. With your social media accounts, you want to make certain that when you post the same content to all of the social media networks, regardless of whether you're over there building a business or not. You never know when you might have to go there to build your business, okay? And this is basically agreed upon across the platform or across the industry, that once you start making money in one social media network, it is safe to move over to another one and start building that one up to make money. My position is, I agree with that wholeheartedly, and I just want to add this piece to it, that if you're not in a moving position, like if you're in a standstill position, it'll be harder to build the next social media platform. But if you're already running, if you already got it built, if you already got your account set up, it's going to be easier, especially if you've been posting there basically every day. It's not like you're going to come over there and people, who is that? They'll already know you because you've already posting over there, right? Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Don't try to build them all at the same time, because that is almost impossible with what you have to do back and forth. But you do want to make certain that at least they know of you. So this is called syndicating your social media networks. All right, so you want to take your blog post or your graphic posts, whatever you're posting on social media, and not only post it to Facebook, and I'm going to assume that you post on Facebook because that's where we're at right now, right? Okay, so not only do you want to post it on Facebook, but you want to make certain that you post to the top 7 social media networks. Okay, now YouTube you might can't post to because it's not a video. I get that. But if you're making a blog post, you should have a video on your blog post that now you are posting that video even as a standalone to all of the networks, and then to YouTube as a standalone, right? And on YouTube, you're going to mention your blog piece, and Instagram, you can't do either, but you can make a short 1-minute video saying, hey, I just whipped up the best blog post about whatever, and you need to check it out. Here's the link. Shoot them the link below, and now your peeps over on Instagram will know how to find that blog post and the video for it. Okay? So, you want to make certain that every single one of your accounts get your posts that you're posting for the day. Now, normally that can take anywhere from, I'm going to say, a half hour to maybe an hour and a half to do, depending on what tool you have in your hands. Okay, if you're doing it manually, it's definitely going to take you about an hour and a half to post to all 7 of those sites, especially if you're like me and you wait to the end of the day to post your 3 posts, or if you're going to do the bulk of your posting at one time. So my suggestion to you is to get yourself a good poster, a software that will post to all of the networks. All right, now if you don't have one, I got you covered. Let me get through this and we'll talk about that in a minute. All right, the next way that you can get a good reach, well, let me just tell you that doing that will give you a great reach people will begin to know you. And once they start to know you, they can start to like you, if you're likable. And once they like you, they'll start to trust you, because once they know you and like you, they're going to start to trust you. And that's the trifecta of being able to generate income on Facebook. Okay? Let me say that again. Knowing, liking, and trusting you is the trifecta to generating income on social media. I said Facebook, but I mean on social media, but mainly on the account that you do most of your work on. Okay, so if Facebook is that account, that's the trifecta where you're going to start seeing that you can generate money on Facebook. If Twitter is your account, that's where you're going to start seeing that you can generate money on Twitter, because you got the trifecta going on. People are looking for you. People come to see what you're doing. When they see that you're there, hey, what's up? That kind of thing. All right. So that's why you want to make certain that you're doing it, and you're doing it consistently every single day. If you take the weekends off, okay, but every single day you should be posting. You should be providing some type of value to your audience. Okay? All right. So once you do that, you're good. Now, here's the next thing. Facebook, I think, is getting ready to cut me off or shut me down. I don't know what I said, but let me keep it moving. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is you want to have a pixel, a retargeting pixel. Now, I talked about this pixel thing last week on Wednesday. This is really very, very important. Why is it important, Karen? Well, it's important because when you have a retargeting pixel inside your website and your visitors or people go to that website, they continue to see everything you begin to post. Like you start to follow them. You become almost like, I don't want to say you're a stalker, because stalker has a negative connotation, but you're able to keep your content in front of their face. Now look, let me tell you something. This is some real stuff, and this is very, very powerful. I'm going to tell you about what happened to me today. Today, I was on a site that shrinks your JPEGs, your graphics down to a size and give you a link so that you can post it anywhere, right? So I was on this site that shrinks it down and gives you a hyperlink. Earlier, someone called me on the phone from a company that wants me to come out to their event, right? So remember now, 11 o'clock, someone called me on the phone, invites me out to an event. 3 o'clock, I'm on the computer on this site, shrinking down my JPEG, and up pops an ad from that company that called me on the phone. Now that's some powerful retargeting, but it's cross posting. It's going across mediums. It's going across media. Like if you could really get into retargeting and retargeting pixels, that's the kind of stuff that can happen for you and what you offer. And if you think this is, I think that's so negative. How are they going to be following me around? Look, are you introducing negative stuff into the industry? Because if you are, you need to stop. But if you're a marketer or if you're an entrepreneur, you should love your product and your service so much that you want everybody to have it. You should feel that it's going to help people everywhere. From just a stupid saying came in my head, but from the oldest to the youngest, from the youngest to the oldest, from the door to the floor, like people should want your stuff. They should want it and not even know they want it. The minute they see it, it'd be like, oh man, I've been looking for that. That's how you should feel about your stuff. And so when this ad popped up in front of me, I didn't get upset. I was like, oh wow, that is so powerful. I gotta find out how to start cross-posting my stuff, because she was on the phone talking to me, and now all of a sudden I see her ad. Come on now. That's some fly stuff. That's really fly. So it's called retargeting. Remember, I call it remarketing, okay? Because once somebody comes to your site one time, you will continue to be able to put your stuff in front of them for the duration. Like, it could live forever. If you do it right, if you're cross-posting, you could, or cross-remarketing, you could really have a powerful business. I mean, that's just really cool. So that's the second way that you can get a global reach, because you don't have to limit your stuff to just the U.S. Your stuff could be used anywhere in the world. Some people's stuff, Now, here's what I'm going to suggest to you. This just a side note, another commercial, but just a side note. If you are selling a product from a company that's just U.S. based, right? Or if you're selling a product from any company, it doesn't matter. Even if they are global, you don't really want to build their business. You want to make money, but not necessarily build their business, because building their business is not necessarily building your business. And you got to understand that. See, because they have thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of reps. So everybody doing a little bit keeps them growing. So if you're only doing a little, I'm not building their business, I only do a little. So if you're only doing a little, you're still helping them grow. So I'm not saying only help them do a little. What I'm saying to you is get out there and go after it. Go after your stuff. But more importantly, go after building your brand. Okay? And that's what that portal can help you do, because inside the portal, you can have their website and your stuff all in the same place. So when you invite people in to see what it is you offer, your stuff can be sitting out front and their stuff behind you, in case they be like, move, I don't want what you got, I want what they got. And it's still yours, you're still going to get the credit for it, but you build your stuff up first. Make sense? Okay, so back to getting a global reach. The last thing I'm going to tell you is this Facebook Live thing. This is real powerful. It's more powerful than I could have even imagined, because I'm sitting in front of you right now, right? Now, it could be one person here. It could be nobody here. Sometimes there are people here, more people than I know, because you're not on the page that I am broadcasting from, so I don't see you, right? You might be on a different one of my pages. You might be in a group, okay? But did you hear what I said? See, if you know how to do this live thing, then you don't have to just be on one page or just on the profile page. You could have 10 pages, which I think I have about that right about now. 10 pages, right? You got your profile page, that makes 11. Then you might be the admin in some groups. Okay? So now every place that you kind of have that managerial thing going on Facebook, your live is going to be there. But it doesn't just die there. Facebook is so into building up the live that they push. Remember in the beginning, I always say Facebook is building my audience. Well, they really push your live out there. Let people know that you're going live. They push it out So everybody can experience the live if you're one of my friends or one of my followers. Now, even later, after this becomes a video, you're still going to be able to access it because Facebook kind of keeps it down low. If you're not online right now, they like keep it in the pocket. And when you come on, they like jump out. She did a live today. You know, that kind of thing. Like I'm thinking you not online, so you don't see me. But Facebook keeps it low. And then when you come online, they jump, you know, they let you jump out. Hey, I'm doing a live. You know, that kind of thing. So they are always pushing your live, right? Now, say you really don't want to be on camera. They just came out with the podcast. So instead of doing a live, you could just be talking to your screen on your phone or your tablet, like I do mine on my tablet. And even I haven't watched the desktop yet, but you might can do it on the desktop, that you can do a live, give valuable content, and still see the people down there that has attended or is there. And now, again, if you weren't there when it was an actual live podcast or actual live video, Facebook is going to hold it in the pocket until you get online, and then they're going to produce it, right? Now, you, the person doing it, can still comment with the people who saw it later. But check this out. Here's another little commercial. What I'm putting together right now for you inside the portal, it's not there yet. Actually, I'm not going to produce it until the 14 days is up, because I want you to be a part of it. But you don't have to be a part of the portal. That's not what I'm saying. But I want you to be a part of it. But I don't want to just give it right now, because people need to know it's going to be inside this portal. But when this live goes to being just a video, a recorded video, and now 2-3 days is passed, you might have discussed something that's really important, that has a lot of value, and you want people to see it one more time. You want to bring it back one more time. I'm going to have a way for you to do that. And every time you do that, you're going to get more reach. You're going to get more people because of the interaction that took place on the live in the first 2 days. As long as you go back and you make some comments to the people who came out to your live, when you now re-live it or make it come to life again, and I can help you do that, then you're going to get even more reach. You're going to get like 30% more reach. And when it's something of value that your audience can really sink their teeth in, they're going to know you, like you, and really, really trust you. So, I'm hoping that this makes sense to you, and that you understanding that there's some powerful stuff out there that can really help you. But you got to get serious. You got to want to do this every single day. You got to know that just like you go to a job every single day, you got to build your business every single day. Because if you don't do it, who else is going to build your business? Who else is going to build your brand? If you're worried about building the brand of that company that you're selling their product for, let me tell you something. They already got enough money to do their own advertising. That's you. So if you're building their brand and they go out of business, what's going to happen to your brand? If you're in travel, if you're in health and wellness, if you're in, I don't know, whatever, it is an industry, a marketplace that you really like. So be that person who brings value about it. There's values in apples. Ain't nobody own apples. I'm talking about the apples that you eat. There's value in peers. Start talking about those things. And this way, when you're ready to introduce their stuff, because their stuff should be behind you, then people be more willing to purchase that stuff because you gave them so much value about the industry, the marketplace, that you have planted your feet in and want to help people. Does that make sense? The only way you can do it, though, is if you do it every single day, consistently. Well, my time is up and I gotta go. I gotta go. But remember now, the portal is live. You can actually go in, take a look around, make use of stuff. You have 14 days, totally free, no obligations, and whatever you can do it, because it's no, I'm not stopping you from doing anything. You build an app, it's your app. I can't use it, it's yours. You know what I'm saying? So, again, the link for the portal is Market Solutions with an S portal.com. I have a Facebook page named that. You can get information from that page, Market Solutions Portal. No, the page is Market Solutions. I have a group, a Facebook group, Market Solutions Portal, where I'll be giving free gifts in the group. But you have to be a part of the portal in order to get those gifts or tools and stuff like that. But Market Solutions is the Facebook page. Go over there, take a look around, and if you're interested, go ahead into the portal and make yourself at home. I'm hoping that you will want to call it home. Well, anyway, guys, I know I'm over time, but I got a little excited there about what you can do with this reach. My God, whew. Anyway, I will see you back here on Wednesday. Now, I might start doing the podcast if indeed I really do have it. I have the microphone on my tablet and my phone, but they tricked me last time with the desktop thing, so I'm not so certain I have the actual portal, the actual ability to do a podcast. But that's how it's going to appear. It's going to appear right on top of your screen when you open up to do a live, and it shows the video on one side and the mic on the other, and that indicates that you can now do a podcast. Okay? Well, guys, I'm going to head on out the door. I got some people to see, some places to go, and people to meet. In the meantime, you have a wonderful, wonderful evening, and I'll see you back here on Wednesday. Bye for now.